to the radio to joke around with people. People that would be in up north be like, "Oh my God, I'm being tortured while I'm sitting here at the beach." The heated pool took 10 minutes to warm up yesterday. Oh my God.
The struggle is so real.
The struggles. It's like, oh God, my hot tub, guys, the motor in my hot tub stopped working. I mean, God, you guys have no idea how hard I have it. Anyway, here we go. Guys, welcome to Guardian Outpost. My name is David. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, every single morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, we like to do a streamer spotlight. If you've never heard of me, this is my channel. I created the hashtag that's right next to me. Is an informational hashtag that helps people grow their streams and get seen. One of the toughest things for growing streamers, especially unpartnered streamers, is getting exposure and getting their names out there. So, I created a community here where we try to help people out. I by no means am a giant streamer. I'm working towards that goal. And always and forever, my goal will always be to help the community. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you very much. You can catch my streams every morning, 6 a.m. Eastern Time, twitch.tv/Guardian Outpost. And if you're a growing streamer and would like to be featured in the spotlight or would like to come by my channel, follow me on Twitter at Guardian Outpost as well. And you can get information on how to be on the streamer spotlight. Today, my streamer and good friend is Sean Bartley. Sean, man, how are you doing this morning?
Dude, I'm doing awesome. I finally got my coffee, which I may or may not have made it if I didn't have my coffee. So it's good news that I have my coffee, but it's in my hand, and I'm ready to have some good chats with you, buddy.
Awesome, man. 5 minutes before this interview, he's like, "Oh God, I forgot to turn on my phone." Now, what kind of coffee is Sean Bartley's specialty? What do you like?
So here's the thing. One of the things most people may not know about me is I was a barista for almost 6-7 years.
You're a barista? Nice.
Yeah, I was a barista, and then I turned into a coffee shop manager and barista trainer. So I'm what you would consider a coffee snob, I guess. So to answer your question, I'm drinking some Sumatra dark roast, one of my favorites, but I don't put all that mumbo jumbo in my coffee. It's not a lot of.
It's just sugar and and coffee is all you like.
Oh, I just like coffee, man. Just black. I like just straight up black and
giggity.
Spend the extra. Giggity. I like my coffee like I like my. I'm not gonna go there.
Ladies.
Ladies. But yeah, just plain old black coffee, man, and just get some good stuff.
Oh man, I cannot have black coffee. I am a coffee snob. It's gotta be either a latte or it's gotta be a cappuccino. Or it's got to be a freaking a Cuban coffee, café con leche. I don't know if you've ever had a café con leche.
Nice.
If you ever come to Miami, you know what? If you come to in Tampa when we meet I'm gonna bring up some coffee and we're gonna bring our coffee pot and we're gonna make people a café con leche, our old Cuban café con leche, and we're gonna have everybody have some of that. So you're gonna enjoy that. It's mainly a latte but stronger and sweeter and better. I mean, that's it. It's the same thing, but stronger, sweeter, better.
I like stronger, sweeter, better. How can you go wrong?
Yeah.
I like those words.
Coffee used to be gross to me as well, her little kitten. But when I met my wife is a big-time coffee addict. She turned me into a coffee addict. So now I am a coffee addict. No, I'm gonna touch you with. Not only are you gonna have my leche, or you're gonna slurp it up. Anyway, so Sean, man. First I want to talk to you about you got an interesting background. You have a music background. Can you tell me a little bit more about that? Because I don't think we've actually ever talked about your music background. Because the first time you followed me on Twitter, I noticed you had a whole ton of followers, and I'm like, holy crap, this guy has a ton of followers. And I asked you, how did you get all those followers? And you're like, oh, because of my music. So explain to us about your music.
Well, I had musical background for me. I played drums. I taught myself keyboard, all at a super early age. It was probably when I was about 15 or 16. My best friend's brother, he was a DJ guy. So we'd go out and watch him. He had turntables at his house, and we'd sit there and just be kind of mesmerized at what he was doing with it. He was a really good DJ, and he traveled thing. But I was more of a creative person. So instead of picking up the DJ stuff, I actually got a computer and got all these programs and started making the music, just for funsies when I was real young, early teens. And then it kind of just stuck with me. And I just started making all these songs, and I remember it was probably about 17, 18, I want to say. where I made like my first complete song, and then from there I just started sending it out. You know, the interwebs. We all know how powerful the interwebs are.
Exactly.
And then a couple years later, I had made another song that got picked up by a artist or listened to. His name's Ferry Corsten. And he's just a big, you know, electronic music producer guy, and he like.
So this is electronic. This is electronic music we're talking about.
Yeah, dance music in general. So he just pimped my thing out on Twitter and ended up like, you know, sponsoring and releasing one of my songs. And then one morning I just woke up and my Twitter was just literally like someone had, like the Kool-Aid Man, you know, like just busted through the.
Oh yeah.
Or the oh yeah, and I was like, what happened? So then it was a series of just like, you know, growing. So yeah, it's a question I get all the time is why you got all these followers, nerd, and why you got none of these followers on Twitch. It's because, you know, a lot of it stemmed back from my music because I still do it, and I've done it since I was about 15. I've moved more over towards the like producing and engineering, like kind of behind the scenes thing, because that's what I enjoy. Doing like post production and mastering. But yeah, I mean, from a stretch when I was about 16 up until, you know, the last 5 years, I've been making. I have an album out. It's been out for a couple years, and I have another one that's in the works, but that's going to get finished, you know, maybe never. So we'll see.
Sean Bartley is our guest today on the Streamer Spotlight. Be sure to follow him on Twitter, Sean Bartley. Before you follow him on Twitch, Sean Bartley. There you go. His link is in his link is in the in the chat. So you guys be sure to click his name, click his heart, and give him a follow. So that's very interesting, man. That you're into music. So when you got the call for Destiny Community Con to be the DJ, man, how pumped are you? How pumped were you?
Well, I think it'll be really fun. It's like, you know, everyone in this community has a different talent, a different passion that's, you know, other than gaming or other than Destiny, and you know, it's not just me. I know there's going to be a lot of other people that are going to be showcasing some talents, and you know, it's cool. It's because what I feel comfortable with, and then, you know, I don't think it's going to be the bells and whistles of me being, because I used to tour and go to clubs and live that life, and I'm kind of beyond that. But it's, you know, it's something that I can share with the community and play some good tunes while you guys are having a good time, because it's going to be an absolute blast, man.
It's going to be a blast. You're probably going to be shown on the chat, whatever channel Goth is making for the thing. You're probably going to be on it a whole bunch. So it's going to be fun, man. I can't wait to.
So I should wear a mask, right? Is what you're saying?
Probably no, no. Don't wear a mask at all. You're talking about show off that beautiful mane and that beautiful face of yours. Don't ever say that. You're a very handsome man. So Sean Bartley here joining us here on the streamer Spotlight. So dude, how did you give us a little bit of your gaming history? I like to ask everybody a little bit of their gaming history. What were the games? What were the things that got you into gaming?
Well, you know, I'll start out with the cliche. When I was a young boy, you know, my brother was into the video games and Super Nintendo, and I remember the Super Nintendo, you know, as young kids, and it was like we actually have a picture which I've been trying to find because it would be super epic to post. Yeah. But it's a picture of me and my brother holding up the Super Nintendo, and just like our faces, dude, like we're just like, it was the world's best day.
Like that kid, that kid on YouTube that was just overly excited about his Super Nintendo that became like a viral video, like kind of like that. You guys were holding it up like a championship trophy.
No, literally, we each had a hand on it, and we were just smiling from ear to ear. And so I remember just playing that with him, and us hating each other over it because we'd always fight over it. And then, you know, we'd conquer video games together, and we'd be super happy, and it would bring us together. And then it kind of went from there. And I remember my big gaming moment was Halo, like the original Halo on Xbox. And I remember just like, there was a place here, I live in mid-Michigan, and there's a place here called Gamer's Edge. And it was like a little LAN area where there was TVs everywhere, and you can go in with your friends. And we would spend all day for like just every weekend playing Halo together, you know, just in our own custom groups, and drinking these little energy drinks that we thought were cool, but were actually absolutely destroying our bodies. But it was fun, man. And we just played and played and played. And I've just, you know, I never really considered myself a gamer, but it was my social outlet. It was my social interaction. And so that's why I'm drawn to games like Destiny, or just any other game that has like a really good community and a good social base, because that's how I enjoy, you know, the gaming experience, is through its social aspect. So
That's
So yeah.
that's friggin' awesome, man. So Halo and this experience. So you've been used to like being around being around a community and being like this. So that's friggin' great. So how did you get into streaming, man? How'd you find out about it, and then how'd you get into it?
It's a good question. I was like, I've always thought when people ask me that, I always have to sit down and think about it. You know, it was like coming up on a year, you know, closer to when DestinyCon, yeah, I started streaming right before that. And when I say I started streaming, it was me just like turning on a game or, you know, a game on my Xbox and hitting the broadcast.
Yeah.
I had found, like many other people in the Destiny community, I'm sure I had found Mr. Gathalion and started watching him, not necessarily because of Destiny, but just because of him. And it was super hilarious. Like, I laugh thinking about just like his face because it's like hilarious. Like, I'm entertained all the time when I watch him. And so I just was like, yo, this guy streams video games on the internet. That's pretty cool. And then, you know, when you enjoy something, you're like, yo, is this a thing I could possibly do or at least try? So like, I think I just started like broadcasting from my Xbox and to like nobody, you know?
Yeah, of course.
So
Everybody
basically,
starts at zero,
pretty much like now. No, I'm just kidding. But like,
what are you
so
talking
you
about?
just like, I'm just kidding. So like you hit this broadcast button and you just kind of play video games, and then it was like my friends, and then when I really got into Destiny, it was like our raid group, and it would be funny, and they'd always be like, yo, are you streaming? Because they didn't like it, because they always were like kind of hesitant, because we kind of always talked about things that were like not necessarily no, how do I put it, children friendly.
Yeah. It wasn't PG.
So they'd be like, yo, dude, let's do a raid tonight. By the way, you gonna stream? Because they would be like, I don't know if I want to do it.
By the way,
But
are
then
you
they
going to
kinda got
stream?
over it.
Because I need to know if I could use the N-word tonight.
Not quite that bad, but we talk about like, you know, like sex and stuff. And
Oh, we talk about sex all the time. Have you not seen me showing off my D
No,
to everybody? I'm constantly
right,
showing
here's-
off my D, and I'm
I was gonna ask you about that. I've been hearing through the grapevine you've been showing off your D on stream. It's
showing
pretty
off my
cool.
D.
It's
Check
got
it
a
out.
Space theme.
Showing out, yeah, because my D's out of this world, bro. And then
there it
Felicia is gonna send me her V. So then in a couple days, when I get Felicia's V, I'm gonna have Felicia's V and then my D, and I'm gonna bang. I'm gonna bang on stream. I'm gonna bang my D on a
Nice.
V on stream. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be the first time someone's gonna be banging on Twitch.
Someone's gonna be banging on stream and they're not gonna get banned, and it's gonna.
It's not gonna be banned. It's gonna be the first ever banging on stream, and it's gonna be allowed by terms of service. So I mean, when did this become serious? It became serious for you when? When did this thing become? When did you catch that bug and said, I really want to dig deep into this?
I think it was actually, you know, I don't think it was when I went to DestinyCon or Destiny Community Con last year. It was like shortly before. It was like when I was really starting to feel that community connection, and that, you know, I don't know. For me, it's been amazing and weird at the same time, because I've really never been a part of a community like I am part of the Destiny community, where you literally, like, there's someone that has your back 24/7, and you can always count on people. And when I started to feel that like sense of community and that sense of empowerment I got from other people, I was like, you know, if other people are doing this to me, there's a very, you know, high chance that I could probably do the same for other people. Because I've always been that type of person. I've always been that type of guy that sat down with my buddy after a breakup and like, yo, man, let's talk, you know, for hours. And I felt like if I could put myself on stream and just be myself and be open, you know, I don't really have like a gimmick or anything else. I'm just kind of.
And that's good.
I remember when we were talking to Kevin, our buddy Kevin. I watched his spotlight, and you kind of talked about being authentic and being yourself. And I think a lot of people are worried about having this gimmick or this thing, and I think that's the wrong way to go about it. I think me being the person that I am, I feel like in my heart would open up to people, and I could present myself in a way that could be, you know, empowering for other people in the community and just people in general. So when I felt that, you know, like this is kind of around a couple months before DestinyCon last year, I was like, A, I think I really want to do this and try to help people, and B, I really want to go to DestinyCon and meet all these people that have like kind of changed my life. Like literally, a lot of people say that, but it's so literal that like, yo, puberty. There we go.
Puberty, there you go. Don't worry about it. Happens to me all the time. It's all good.
By the way, I'm 28 years old.
He's
Oldest
28
man to go
years
through
old.
puberty confirmed.
Guys, you just heard his balls drop on stream. That was amazing. Hold on. If we go silently, we can hold on. Silently. There goes his balls. Unbelievable.
There goes his
There they went
balls.
right there.
Yep. It's a Guardian Outpost exclusive.
Exclusive. Sean Barley went through puberty right on my stream. I can't believe him. I'm so honored. So yeah. So keep saying
yeah,
you're talking about Destiny Con.
No, it was you know, just feeling that sense of empowerment from others. It was like, you know, you want to project that back in some way. And I feel like I'm not a boring person. You know, I feel like I'm relatively interesting, and I like to talk about all things. I'm really outspoken. We'll kind of touch on that. But I feel like if people want to come in and hang out, I'm just a very casual place for people to come and hang out and talk about life and play the video game that we love, or the video games that we love, and do that. And I literally fell in love with it. And to this day, it's like, I don't want to call it addicting to stream, but I mean, I'm sure other streamers can relate.
It's habit forming.
Being on stream.
It's habit
Yeah,
forming.
And you feel, well, me at least, I feel kind of like out of place. Like when I'm playing a game and I'm not streaming, I'm like,
It's strange.
this is fun,
It's so
but I
strange.
want to be like interacting with people. Like you know, it's.
You know
it's
what I do?
different,
I'm
so
so
it's-
weird. I'm so weird because I feel like I have to use like a nicotine patch. When I'm playing Division, because I don't stream Division. When I'm playing Division, I turn my OBS on just to have it on. I just turn it on. I turn my OBS on to have it on, and I put my thing on preview. I put my thing on preview, to have it on. And then what's funny is sometimes somebody will follow me offline, and the notification will pop up, and I'll be like, "Oh, nice."
Yeah. And you're like, what?
What? So it
And
feels
then you
like you're
thank them,
streaming.
and then you're like, oh yeah, I'm not live.
Oh yeah, I'm not live. It's so weird. It's like seriously, it's like a freaking it's like a nicotine patch. I gotta have my OBS on so I can feel like I'm streaming. No, it is weird, man. It is very strange, to say the least. Because yeah, streaming does become, you know, especially when you start getting people in your chat and people hanging out with you. It's like, man, you just want that all the time. It's like it was Zach Elite.
Oh, yeah.
It was Zach Elite who said it perfectly. It's like hanging out with your best friends every day. Every day.
Literally.
It's
Yeah.
like hanging out with your best friends
And I-
every single day for hours.
And I think that's kind of what blows my mind. You know, Destiny Con last year, or since we're calling it Destiny Community Con,
Yes.
last year was amazing, right? Like I'm not gonna push that away, but like I think the community growth in the past year, for me at least, and I'm sure a lot of other people, that's why it's like kind of blowing my mind at this point, because it's like literally all of my best friends. And it makes us sound like such nerds. Like all of our best friends are on the internet, but it's
Yeah,
true.
it's
we
true.
All, we all can attest.
It's the way of the world now, man. It's no longer weird
It really
anymore
is.
to say that. You know, I'm a little older than you, Sean. I'm 34, so I guess, you know,
You're young.
I'm a little more we're the same generation, but I'm a little before you. When I was in middle school and high school, it was weird to meet people on the internet. You met that
Oh,
person
yeah.
on the internet, like
Yeah, it was foreign.
It was foreign. You were a weirdo. Like you talked about. Oh, I met my girlfriend on the internet. Oh, weirdo. You guys must be weirdo. Now it's like if you're meeting them in real life, you're the weirdo. Wait a minute. You met your girlfriend at a bar in real life, dude. What's wrong with
So
you?
like, what did you do? You just walked up and said hi? Like,
Yeah.
how did you do that?
Like there was no smiley face emoticons to use. What's going on? Yeah. So that's the thing. And I feel you there, man. And talk to us a little bit about Destiny. It was Destiny Con back then, so we'll call it Destiny Con. Now it's Destiny Community Con, but back then it was Tell us about that one, man. That one was pretty special. You guys did it at a bar. Tell everybody about that one. The people that got to miss out on that one. What was that one like?
Well, it was amazing. I mean, it was like even in my early stream, that was literally like I was birthing my stream at that point. But even then, like you can see the community outreach, and like when you walk into the place and people come up to you and give you a hug, and it's like they already know what you are. What was amazing to me, and what kind of like brought me so much joy, was seeing the bigger streamers, the lines to meet them, and they were like kids, you know, like young kids, that just had their copies of Destiny and their T-shirts, and they're like, it was like they were waiting in line to see like Bieber, like, or something, and they were like, they were nervous and they were sitting there all anxious and they were like ready and like, we're about to meet like Triple Wreck, you know, like this is about to happen, and they get up and they take a picture with him, and it was like, it hit me at that moment that I was like, this is like something so real and so amazing, like that and it's not about the fame, it's not about this, but it's the impact on people. And as a streamer and a community, and being able to come into people's houses and to hang out with these kids and make them feel part of something, it like all like came together for me at that moment, and I was like, this shit is real.
Yeah,
And
man.
it was just like, it was amazing. And I think that even, this next CommunityCon is going to be, even better
It's
because
gonna be
there's been
huge,
so
man.
much growth.
Yeah, it's gonna
And
be
it kind of
huge.
blows my mind at this point.
Yeah.
But it was overall amazing experience for me personally. I got to hang out with some of the people I look up to and admire, and meet so many amazing people that I didn't know that are now friends. So like I said, August can't come soon enough because it's just going to be even better. And
It's gonna be
even
so
more
fun. Yeah, it's gonna be so. It's amazing. You mentioned that. I tell this to a lot of people. Big or small doesn't matter. Your stream size doesn't matter. Your reach. You gotta realize that the things that we do have affect people. Affect people. So you gotta be careful what you say, what you do, because a lot of people do take to heart what you say. Even if you whether you have 5 people or 10,000 people in your stream, you are affecting people's lives. I mean, the messages I get on a daily basis about people telling me, what I do for them, and I'm like, I'm shaking my head because all I'm doing is playing a video game, man. That's all I'm doing, and it's really, really cool. All right, so let's get into this. We have the new April update, coming up now, Sean, with the game. We're getting new stuff. But you've been playing Division. You've been playing other games. I see you downloading Paragon last night. So you're downloading a whole bunch of games. You are playing other games. You are delving into other games. However, your thoughts on the state of Destiny right now, man, and where it's at.
Well, let me just say first of all, I think that even being in the Destiny community and all of that, I think it's really healthy to play other games. I think it's healthy to
even Bungie said it. Play other games.
Yeah. I mean, stream them or not. I think it's something everyone should do. I don't think that, I'm not going to tell you what to play, but I think that playing one game is kind of unhealthy. And even if it is something that you love, and like me, like I have the most love for Destiny, and I always will, I think it's good to take a little bit of a break, especially in this time right now where we're in like this weird kind of state of content where it's like, you never want to force yourself to play a game just because just because it's a game that you play. So yeah, I've been dabbling, and I really do enjoy. I don't have the love for it that I do Destiny because it's a completely different entity in my opinion. But I think I think April's going to be good. I think the update is kind of what we need just to get a little bit of rejuvenation into the community, even though the community never really goes anywhere. As you could tell by the Bungie stream, you had
100,000 people.
What is it? 100,000 people just like, oh, casual #dead game.
Such a dead game. I know.
I personally, I wasn't expecting that many people to be in the stream, so it was kind of.
I thought it was going to be 50,000 people because they average.
Oh yeah, I'm with you.
They average about 10,000 people when they do when they did their first 3 streams, and I thought, okay, maybe for this one they'll have 50,000. They'll have 50,000. Dude, double. I mean, it doubled what I thought. I'm like, wow, 100,000 people. That's freaking crazy. Yeah, so, by the way, ladies, if you figure that out, Sean Bartley likes open relationships. So, dabble in other people.
What?
You can dabble in.
Cannot confirm that. I will not back that statement up.
Wink, wink.
But I am single and ready to mingle.
Oh, ladies, well, don't worry. I'm going to wingman for you in Tampa, brother. Don't worry about it. I'm going to go up to all these ladies. Have you met Sean Bartley? Have you met Sean Bartley?
Did you guys know he has a couple cats? They're really cute.
They have great cats. Did you guys know he's a big-time music superstar? I mean, come out, you should know. So what are your thoughts on Division? Are you really enjoying the game? I said that it's an acquired taste. I like it. I'm playing it off stream. It is. It is an acquired taste. Would you agree that it's an acquired taste and it's not a game that, for those that think, oh my God, Division's gonna kill Destiny, you don't agree with that.
It's a completely different experience. It's a min-max game, man. It's a min-max RPG. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't compare it at all to Destiny. What I would compare it to is Diablo. Diablo 3. I don't know if anyone's played Diablo 3, but it's literally Diablo 3 with guns. The way that you progress through the game, and then the end game, it's all about like min-maxing your character, getting the best stats, collecting the best gear, and that's what it's all about. And see, I had a huge love for Diablo 3. It was my thing. So when I started to realize that Division was like Diablo 3, that's where it hit me that, oh, cool. I'll probably be invested in this game a little bit. I don't plan on streaming Division as much, just because I wanted to just try it out on stream. It's not my favorite game to stream, just because it's
different. It's so different. Yeah.
Right, but I'm gonna stick with it, you know, off stream and just play it casually. I don't think I'm gonna be hardcore, but it's a really good game, man. I think that it's very, like you said, it's very for some people, it's very not for some people, because it's a huge time investment, it's a huge grind, and when I think they're gonna be putting out these incursions or operations or whatever it is that they're gonna end up calling them, I think there's gonna be a lot of push forward into end game and like collecting set gear, and so it's going to be an investment for a player, just like Diablo 3 is. And I think that there's going to be a strong group of people that stick with it, just like there are Diablo 3. There are a lot of really big Diablo 3 streamers. It's still got a big, you know, directory on Twitch, but it's the hardcore people that stick with it in the long run. And I think it's going to be very similar with Division. I don't think they're going to have like a casual base. It's going to be more of a hardcore base.
Exactly. And I think it's perfect. I think both games complement each other perfectly. Both Destiny and Division complement each other perfectly. They're both you know, games that I think they're gonna have each is gonna have their spot on in the directory, you know, in the games directory. So I think both games are gonna be perfectly fine. Sean Bartley is our guest right now on the Streamer Spotlight, guys. Follow him on Twitter and on Twitch. He's both Sean Bartley, as you see. Evil Aura and Juju have been posting his link all over the chat. Hello to everybody that's come into the stream, into the chat. Sorry that I haven't said hello to all of you, but I've seen all of you, and I will say hello to all of you. And thank you to those that have followed, that have clicked on my heart. Welcome to Garden Outpost. And those watching on YouTube, thank you very much. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you. You can follow Sean Bartley, twitch.tv/Sean Bartley, or on Twitter @Sean Bartley. I will put the link in the description. And you can come to my channel, twitch.tv/Garden Outpost. I stream every single day, Monday to Friday. We're doing our Streamer Spotlight right now. So, Sean, when people come to your stream, what can they expect?
Free tacos.
Sold?
That's it.
Sold?
Yep. Literally free tacos. No, I love free tacos. I give them out on stream all the time. Legitimately. Like, I mail them to your house, and they are free.
They're free.
And they're not stale.
Yeah. They might be stale. The lettuce might be all over the box when it gets there, but hey, you know, it's a taco.
Right, taco salad. Then just grab a fork, guys. Grab a fork, nerds.
Yeah, exactly. The shell might be cracked and looked into tiny little chips. It's fine.
Yeah, I had a shirt and I have a graphic that's on my stream a lot. It's what I like to call Taco Space Magic. It's a taco throwing a Nova bomb. It's kind of my little mascot. I just recently got a new mascot. If you guys want to come to the stream sometime and see it, his name is Crucible Kitty.
Nice.
And it is a big kitty head. And I bring it out sometimes. It's kind of rare, but it's when there's a lot of hype going on. Crucible Kitty makes an appearance, and I don't know. Some of you may have seen it on Twitter. There's a picture going around, but yeah. So that's the thing. But anyways, Kitty. I mean, to actually answer your question.
Yes. Other than tacos,
if you haven't figured out, if you haven't figured out by now, a lot of crazy goofiness. It's just me, man. It's me 110%. This is the way that I am in real life, and you come hang out. I don't do anything crazy. I just hang out, play video games. I like to talk to my chat a lot. I like to interact with people. I like to play with all of the people that are in my chat, if possible. We like to do all the fun things. I don't do trials carries. I don't do raid carries, but I do fun carries, and we try to do that every single night. If I'm not feeling it, if I'm in a bad mood, I'm not gonna stream because I want to have fun with you guys. I mean, that happens very non-frequently,
yes.
But most of the time we're just hanging out, and we like to have a lot of fun. We like to grow community, and we like to just be ourselves. You know,
nice,
it's a place where everyone can just
and
be
realness,
hang out.
And you're gonna get a guy who's willing to help as well. As he said earlier, he's always the guy that when a friend of his breaks up with a girlfriend, he's there with a warm beverage to have a shoulder to lean on. So another dude you can always go to. He loves talking streaming. So if you ever need to talk streaming stuff, Sean Bartley's a good dude to go up to. So what is what is your hope for your stream, man? What are your hope? Obviously, you want to continue to grow, but what else? What are you hoping to? What is the future for the Sean Bartley Twitch channel?
Well, you know, me being on the internet, I'm hoping I can just find a random. Win a Lamborghini one day. Just click on one of those. No, you know, my future goals are just to, you know, everyone wants to grow, and everyone wants to grow. I want to grow because I want to meet people, and I want to grow because I want to make more friends. Because what's been the most addicting thing for me is when you start meeting some of the coolest people you've ever met in your life. Like, why would you want to stop meeting cool people? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And when you meet these amazing people, you're like, yo, I think there's a super good chance that we could build a super good community around this because
yeah.
I just smacked my mic.
You totally did. That mic just got face full
it,
of Sean.
I'm talking. If you guys can't see me, but I'm talking with my hands right now.
Yeah.
It's very normal. What can
Oh,
you
it's very
expect on
normal
Sean
to-
Bartley stream? Him talking with hands. all
Him
the
talking
time.
about, hey, listen, that is right up my alley. I am Cuban. I usually talk with my hand. If it wasn't that I was holding my controller while I'm doing the show, I'd be like, guys, this, that, because that's how it is in the Cuban culture. We all talk with our hands. So I could definitely relate to that, man. So continue.
But, I mean,
Other than smacking your mic,
no,
what else you want to do with your stream?
Other than talking with my hands, smacking the mic, and talking horrible things about K Magic 101 on a regular basis, I guess my future.
Who the
goals,
f is that guy? That freaking guy.
I know, like he's always around, and it's like I don't know who this guy is and why everyone's talking about him. But that's funny. I love you, Kevin. He knows I love him. But
we all hate him with love. It's hate with love.
hey, it's better than being just hated in general, right? So he called me out. Yeah, I didn't. So future goals is just, like I try to be not as cliche as possible, but it's really when you start meeting, like I said, these amazing people, you want to continue to meet amazing people, and I want to have the largest group of best friends in the entire world. And future goals are future goals. I'm just going to continue what I'm doing. I'm not going to stop doing it. And wherever that may lead me, if it leads me out into a pasture of grass where I'm just sitting by myself, that's cool too. At least I can say that I had fun doing it, and that hopefully we could change some people's lives and make them, give them a positive place to hang out and play video games and talk to people.
Sean wants all the friends. All the friends.
Oh, the friends.
And I promise to give you tacos.
And he promised to give you tacos. You totally want Kevin. We need, and I'm with you though. We need a taco truck at the freaking Destiny Community Con.
Or Riot.
Right, yeah, taco truck or Riot, guys. We need to start spamming Kevin's Twitter with taco trucks. Hashtag taco truck.
Don't do that. The poor guy. Don't do that. I don't condone this.
No, do it. He loves it. He loves it. But we do need it. We do.
All right, maybe I'll have to join that party.
We need a taco truck, and we need a. This is what we need: burger, tacos, and a dessert. That's it. That's all we need. That's what we need: burgers, tacos, and a dessert truck. I think
trying to get a taco bus.
A taco bus. A taco bus. It was Manvers. Oh wow! He's trying to get a taco bus. All right, guys, lay back. I'm calling off the dogs. He's trying to get. I'm calling off.
Everyone's gonna be like, yo, where's Sean Bartley? He's passed out by the taco bus.
Yeah, Sean Bartley is lying under the taco bus because he eating so
Someone
many
go poke him with a stick. Poke him with a stick. I'll just be like laying unconscious.
Is he dead? No, you're gonna wake up, take another bite of your taco, and then go right back to sleep.
There's like lettuce and cheese just like down my mouth, and people are like, man, are you all right? I'd be like, I don't.
Guacamole eyebrows. Oh yeah, T-Bon's got the dessert. T-Bon's got the dessert. Yeah, go ahead and permit. Yeah, go ahead and permit K Magic 101. Of course, we can permit him to post the link. I totally did it the wrong way. All I did was put permit like an idiot. So Sean Bartley is our guest here today on the streamer spotlight, man. Sean, thank you so much, man, for joining me today. I'm so glad you were able to come on, man. When do you normally stream? Let the people know when you stream, so they know when to find you, and I mean they know where to find you because we've been spamming your link in chat all morning. When can they find you?
I've been moving over to trying to do this more of a full-time thing, so I've been doing 2-a-days. So I'm usually live somewhere in the realm of 11 a.m. to noon Eastern for a few hours, and then I jump back on at night. It's when I usually at night when I hang out with some of my other buddies. My other buddy Michael Fight, we play together a lot. So I usually jump back on around between 7 and 8 Eastern at night. So noon Eastern, 8 Eastern. You can probably find me. So hopefully, if you're at work, you can catch me at night. And at night, if you're busy, you can catch me in the afternoon. A lot of people watch from work, which is hilarious to me.
Which is awesome.
They're like, yo, I'm going to be lurking because I'm at work and I got to get work done. I'm like, yo, you got to get to work, man. But yeah, so it's usually 2-a-days. Sometimes the afternoon stream is up in the air because I do have a daughter, and the dad life kind of interferes with
that
the
dad
afternoon
life,
stream
man.
sometimes.
That dad life.
Especially on Mondays and Fridays are up in the air for afternoon streams. But other than that, I'm I try to be live as much as I can and every day, so everyone has an opportunity to come hang out if they wish. So
Nice.
I'll be looking forward.
Tell
to
me how you met this Michael Fight character. How did you meet this Michael Fight character? Because you guys stream a lot together.
Literally have no idea. Literally, like, well, I do, but I don't. Like, I think it was Twitter, and it was like after I had, you know, started to watch Twitch and watch streamers. I just started, you know, like following different people. On
So
Twitch.
one day he just showed up at your door, and you know he never left.
Yeah, he actually flew a helicopter onto my front lawn and was like, "Yo, you better follow me on Twitch, and we better play together, nerd." No, but so like I found him through Twitter or something, and we were having a conversation, or he like chimed in on one of my tweets, and I was like, "Oh, yo, this guy's on Twitch." So I think it was just a timing thing, and I just clicked, and he was live, and I was like, "Dude, this guy's pretty good."
Yeah, I had no idea how I met Michael Fight either. He kind of just showed up one day. I don't know, through odd circumstances, I found myself in his stream one day going, "Oh, this is pretty cool," and I followed him. You ended up meeting him. Did you meet him at DestinyCon? Was that your first time you met him at IRL?
Probably. Yeah, probably one of my favorite moments, honestly. I know as cheesy as that sounds, Michael Fight's gonna be this, he's gonna be embarrassed, he's gonna be like, "This guy." No, but like, we had really become good friends, like over Twitch, and we kind of, last year, we kind of organized our flights and all that stuff together, and so I got to Tampa, and their flight was coming in around the same time, so I'm just sitting there, and I look up, and there's Michael Fight and his girlfriend Blair, and
Nice.
we gave each other a big old hug, and it was kind of like when we already knew each other for like years, you know. So we just hung out, and yeah, we got to do the thing, and it looks like we're gonna be staying together again this year. So
Awesome.
keep the tradition going here for the Tampa trip.
Oh, nice little tradition. And by the way, speaking of
a little bromance going on, a little bromance.
since you embarrassed Mike, I'm going to embarrass you. By the way, last year, so Sean told me last year that he was going to DestinyCon. I couldn't go because, you know, woe is me. I had to go to Las Vegas. Woe is me, guys. My life is so hard. First of all,
your life is so hard.
my life
Beaches,
is so hard.
Vegas, and women.
The other day, yeah, I was in Vegas. I was surrounded by all these women, but you know, it's terrible because you know all these free drinks I was being sent. I mean, it was just awful.
Right.
You guys don't want that life. And then the hot tub I was in, the engine broke, and then a couple days ago at the beach, the sun was too shiny. I mean, you guys don't want this life. So Sean went.
Kevin, no.
You guys do not want this life. I mean, guys, I live in the shit. I do. So Sean told me, hey, I'm going to. Guardian Outpost was still in his infancy at the time. I started the Twitter. I started in May, but the hashtag hadn't come around. Yeah, the hashtag hadn't come around until we lost everybody. Anyway, the hashtag hadn't come around until late July, early August, and then I heard about the thing, and then I knew that Goth was a big time community guy. I knew Goth was a big time community guy because I've told you the story about how I found out about Twitch. So Sean was following me already at that point, and I found out he was going to Destiny Community Con, and I told him, hey, Sean, you know, if you run into Goth, you know, just let him know that I wish I could have been there, and you know, I'm sorry. I mean, I don't say I'm sorry. I wish I could have been there. You know, let him know the Guardian Outpost says hello, and he's like, yeah, no problem. So the night of DestinyCon, you know, I sent a message to Sean. I'm like, hey, how did it go? Because you know, I'm in the West Coast, so it was really late at night for me. You know, really late. You know, early in the morning. You know, early at night at me was late at night for him. It was like 8 o'clock, so I sent a message like, hey, how did DestinyCon go? And he didn't answer. About an hour later, my freaking my phone starts blowing up. My DMs start blowing up. It's Sean with all these drunk DMs. I loved it. He's like, "Hey, oh man, most amazing night. Goth, so cool. Oh man, and then one was just like incoherent, and then
hype, man.
He was so hyped. It was
there's just so much energy, you know, like so much energy going on that night. It was just crazy. You ever notice have you ever been at like a concert or something?
Yes.
And or like a big event, and you're like in a big crowd, and it like affects how you type on your, like you type and
totally.
Tweet and talk. And it's not just the courage of the liquids, but like just the idea of being in this like hype place, you just tweet more aggressively or like talk more aggressively. Like it's 10 times more
it was
exciting.
all caps lock.
Wow,
yeah,
this guy's having a good time.
it was all in caps lock. I'm reading this and I'm going, Yeah, Sean's having a good time. Sean is having a really good time. Kevin
Like,
says he has a
there's
good.
clearly good times.
Kevin says he has a good drunk story, a good Sean Bartley drunk story. I'm sure everybody has good drunk stories. I mean, I've spoken to
Yeah,
Spazzy,
yeah.
I've spoken to Kevin, I've spoken to obviously you, and others that went to the first Destiny Con, and everybody was obliterated. I don't think there was one sober person. I think the only sober person was the guy driving the limo that was taking all you guys back. But other than that,
Yep, it's true story.
everybody was obliterated. I remember seeing a big group picture with all you guys in there. Everybody has their drunk face on. I'm like, everybody's hammered in that picture.
Yep.
There was a few selfies. It's amazing because when you're drunk, you start taking selfies. There was a few selfies that you
yeah.
took with Michael that you cut Michael's face off, and then you cut Michael's face off, and then your hat was sideways. And I'm like, yeah, these guys are.
Yeah.
And Spazzy was in the
We were-
background. Spazzy was in the background with her hand in her mouth. You look like she was about to vomit. So I was like,
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, probably. It's kind of like what I like to call with my friends. It's kind of like we were riding the Ferris wheel. You know what I mean? We were having a good time, riding the Ferris wheel.
oh man, well I cannot wait. We're definitely
We'll
gonna
try
ride.
to- I'm gonna try to. I'm sure Kevin will be happy to hear this. We'll try to keep it a little bit more chill this year.
Well,
A
it's
little
gonna
more
be chill at the actual event, but the after party, we're all gonna
Oh,
go
yeah.
balls out. I mean, come on, let's go.
Sorry about the mic again. I can't make any promises for the after party, honestly.
Yeah,
It's
the
like,
after party,
you
we're
know-
all gonna have T-Bon's brownies, and we're all gonna go nuts. And just,
Oh, that's right. I heard about the brownies.
Oh my
But
God,
anyway,
T-Bon is now becoming a legendary figure out there. It's like looking for Zer. Where's T-Bon? Where's T-Bon and what does he have? T-Bon's gonna be like,
Something
well,
like- yeah,
I have baked goods,
Yeah.
I have candies, and I also have some oregano, if you know what I mean. So
Oregano.
oregano, if you know what I mean. So
And,
yeah, T-Bon, the T-Bon brownies. Everyone can't wait. T-Bon, I mean, at this point, you're gonna have to make like 50 pounds of that stuff, dude.
Dude, it's like I feel like he's like from a cart. He's gonna get pulled over with.
Guys, yeah,
You're
we
like,
cannot.
"Why y'all
We cannot tell anybody what car T-Bon is driving.
Yeah, it's a big secret.
Big
It's a
secret
big
because
secret.
T-Bon said he's gonna be driving from his state of blank to the state of blank because we don't want any cops like, who is this T-Bon person? Anyway, so that's
Oh my
gonna be a
gosh,
lot of
that's
fun.
so funny.
Go ahead.
Or I just made a good point. He's saying they don't take. They take a few hours before you feel it. Yeah, we'll all be back at our hotel.
Well,
and everyone's
no,
just
you know
start, like-
what's gonna happen is because Destiny Community Con is from 10 to 7. So right around 6 o'clock, we're all gonna have our brownies.
Oh God.
Right around 6
God.
o'clock, we're all gonna
After
take our
party
brownies.
lit.
Yeah, by 10 o'clock,
Yeah.
it's gonna be off the hook. We're gonna be.
Yeah.
By 10 o'clock, everyone's gonna be like,
it's gonna be a good time.
"Woo, let's go!"
Right, and just to point out something previously, K Magic made a good point. He said a good Samaritan took him back to the hotel. I appreciate you, and I
Oh.
will never forget that. And you guys can guess who that good Samaritan was by just by guessing. Good times, good times. And it's gonna be some good times. I can tell you that.
There's gonna be some good
All right.
times. Maybe some babies will be made. Who knows? All right, Sean.
Yo, I don't know, man. I
Maybe.
don't need another baby, so we're gonna refrain from
Maybe
those
some babies.
activities.
Maybe some babies will be made. You can name him or her community con.
Nice. Yeah.
All right, Sean. Hey, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for being with us, guys. Sean Bartley,
no
twitch.tv
problem.
/Sean Bartley, twitter.com /Sean Bartley. Follow Sean Bartley. Go check him out. He loves to talk music. He's a big music guy. He's a big music guy. He's a Destiny guy. He's everything. And go to his streams. He gives out free tacos. And why am I just staring at the wall here? My character's just staring at the wall. He likes to give out. My character's literally just staring at the wall. So there he goes, Sean. Thank you so much for being on here, man. Take care,
Cool, man.
and
And,
I can't wait to meet you. And of course, I'll see you around. Oh wait,
Dude,
yes,
absolutely.
that's right,
Yo,
Sean. We cannot go anywhere. I keep forgetting, guys.
Okay.
Boobs or butts? Boobs or
Oh,
butts?
butts. Dude, butts, 100%. 150%.
He's an ass man. He's an ass man.
Oh yeah, like beyond question, So
Yeah. See,
it's not even a question.
it's like I feel like it's it's like 3-1 right now. Butts is winning over boobs. Butts is winning over boobs. So there he goes. He is a
Good.
butt man.
Good.
He is a butt man. So ladies, do your squats when you meet Sean Bartley. And he's gonna be a butt man. All right, get out of here, Sean. I know you got things to do.
All right, hey man, just on my way out, just wanted to thanks, man, for being an awesome ambassador for this community and doing what you do for growing streamers and and just streamers alike. You're a really good guy, and like, yeah, I'm really looking forward to meeting you as well, man, and giving you that hug that's been a year in the making. Just
A
keep doing
year
your thing,
in the
man.
making of
It's,
that hug. Thank you so much for those
You got a
kind
good
words, Sean.
community here, man, and everyone in. Just props to you, man. And thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Thank you, man, and thank you for coming on, and thank you for those kind words. And yes, it is going to be a nice, long hug that's going to turn awkward, and then it's going to turn non-awkward again. It's going to be so long that it's going to go from awkward to then non-awkward. That's how long it's going to be, that hug. It's
Make sure someone's gonna capture that on video.
and don't worry, I got Hamburglar. Hamburglar is going to follow me around with the camera. He's already told me that the whole Destiny Community Con documentary is going to be about me. I mean, I don't know what the hell is going on here. I kid, but I will have Hamburglar make sure. I will stroke your hair. I can't wait to touch it. It just looks so shiny and glimmery. It looks great. Use Head and Shoulders on that thing. Don't worry about it.
It just got weird.
You don't have to
just
say
got
about it.
weird.
It got weird. All right, Sean, get out of here, man. Take care.
All right, man. Thanks a lot. You guys have a good one.
You too. See ya. There goes Sean Bartley. Oh my God. There's Sean Bartley, guys. Twitch.tv.